If you are new to the channel, then subscribe the channel and press the bell icon for further notification. Okay student, welcome you all to this new lecture on gate analog electronics. So today we will be solving again 5 questions from question number 86 onward, 86, 87, 88, 89 and 90. Okay, then let's try to solve these questions. Okay, student, in question number 86, what they are asking here, for the circuit shown below, this circuit, 2 op-amps are connected. Okay, the graph we have to plot. There are different graphs are given between V0 and Vi, input and output, then we have to see. So don't get confused by seeing 2, 3 op-amps. Just you do one by one. You will do step by step. We will see first one, we will see the output, then we will put it here and we will do this part. So first if you remove this part, first you have to look, first we look only in this part, these op-amps. So what you see, this voltage is V1. This voltage is V1 means you can think it of such a way that the potential between these two is V1. So you think it, there is a V1 voltage I have given plus V1 or whatever. V1 can be changed also, it can be changed from plus to minus. So let us give a V1 only, and this we will make it ground. So with reference to this, it is V1. So you can think it of that way. So no need to think that where V1 we will put it. This is this way. We can think it of this way. Okay, this is my output, the first one. So now you are getting. So you are getting. It is a standard feedback amplifier. It's negative feedback. Okay, this is R by R. So what is the potential? Because this is ground. This side is also ground. This is between these two is V1 means if you take it is 0, then it is V1. So let me take it is 0. Okay. So this is 0, so this potential 0. Again you can take 0 minus this by this, 0 minus V0 by this. If I take this is first step, V0 1, then what will be V0 1? You know this one. If you do that nodal here, 0, 0 minus this by R, 0 minus this by R, so that get cancelled. You will get V0 equal to minus V1. You can do that one. So till now I got this one. Okay, now come to this one. Now if you come to this one, now this is a comparator type. You see, this is a comparator. So this comparator is, so whatever output you are giving, half of that output, because you see V0 is divided into 2R. This is. So this half is coming here. So V plus is half of V0. And what is V minus? V minus is your this one, V0 1, which is minus V1. So these are these two voltages. So whichever is, suppose this is greater, then it will go to plus 12. If this is greater, then it will go to minus 12. So obviously it will be something of this fashion, because it will be between plus 12 and minus 12. No such curve will come. Okay. Now it depends on you. You take whichever way you are comfortable with. Suppose you can see Vin is positive here, Vin is negative here. Now it depends on you. Let us take the output V0 is plus 12. You can take plus 12, minus 12, whatever. So it depends on you. That is not an issue. So if I take plus 12, if it is wrong, it will come back. Don't worry. So if it is a 12, there are 6 volts. So if it is a 12, then my V plus is 6 volt. Okay. So if it is positive, then my V plus, because if it is 12, then it is 12 divided by 2. 6 volt is coming here. Okay. Now you have to think this volt. If my V minus, that is V minus is less than, I am thinking positive means my V in is less than V plus, because that's the case when it will be at plus 12. Okay. So what is my, that implies my V negative should be less than what is V plus 6. So and what is V negative? V negative is minus V1. V negative is minus V1. That should be less than 6. Okay, because I am multiplying with minus, so this side will change. V1 is less than minus 6, then there will be a, V1 is just greater than minus 6, then there will be a transition. So you can see here also there is a transition. And what is the transition? If it has to be just when it is crossed minus 6, then it has to be positive. Okay, it is plus when this is greater than minus 6. Now you see, if your V in is greater than minus 6, then it is positive. When it comes below minus 6, then what will happen? Then this condition will not satisfy. So if you see, if you come below minus 6, here it is coming, then it will switch from plus 12 to minus 12. When the switching will occur, if you move from this direction, then it will be plus 12 to minus 12. So if your Vn is less than minus 6, because for greater than minus it is plus 12. If it is less than minus 6, then it will be minus 12. So you can see this one. So if my Vn is less than minus 6, then, because if it is less than minus 6, then it will be more than minus 6, because it is minus. So it is more than plus 6, then it will be negative, it will go to negative saturation. So here you can see in option D, option C also it is there minus 6, but in minus 6 transition is minus 12 to 12, and here it is going, you see the arrow, this arrow, you see this, either it will go in this direction or it will go in this direction. This way it can be possible, either it will go in this direction or it will go in this direction. So the transition you can see plus 12 to minus 12, and here you can see it is minus 12 to plus 12 if you go in this direction. But if you see, if you go below minus 6, then it is not plus 12. If it is above minus 6, then only it is plus 12. So you can see here, so if you are coming from this side, this is above minus 6, then it is plus 12. Okay, that's why D is satisfied. You can check, that's why D is satisfying. Or else what you can do, you try with minus 12 also. You try with minus 12, then what will be your V plus? This will be equal to minus 6, and what will be your minus? V minus, because it is minus 12 now we are saying, it is minus 12, so V minus should be greater than this one. So your V minus should be greater than V plus, so V minus, that is minus V in, should be greater than minus 6, or V in should be less than 6. Another transition will be there in 6, and what will be the transition? If it is minus, then it is minus 12, and if you cross 6, then it should go to plus 12. So if you see here, if you are crossing plus 6, then it is going to plus 12, because you are moving in this direction. See, if you cross plus 6, then it will move to plus 12, and if you are less than minus 6, if you are below minus 6, then it is minus 12. So this, in both the cases, option D is satisfied. Now if you come to 87, the circuit shown in the figure is a low pass, high pass, but here cutoff frequency also you have to calculate. So let us keep R1 and R2 here, and then try to solve. So if you solve it here, again what we will do, we will apply Laplace, and then we will take nodal. So this is 0, this is 0. So if you apply it is, so it will be 0 minus V in, this is ground, and this I have considered V in. So 0 minus V in by R1 plus 1 by Cs, then plus 0 minus V naught by R2 is equal to 0. So if you solve it, you will find your V naught by V in, that is the gain you will be getting. It is minus R2 by R1 plus 1 by Cs. As we have to keep in the denominator, because I will be putting omega 0 or infinity first to check whether it is low pass or high pass, then we will check that frequency whatever they are asking. Okay, so now you put s equal to j omega, you can put, so you can think of, I am putting j omega here. So if your omega is 0, that means I am considering low pass, and omega equal to infinity, I am considering high pass. So let us see in which case we are getting gain. So if it omega equal to 0, then this is infinite. Something divided by infinity, gain is 0. The total gain is 0. If you put omega infinity, then it is 0, then it is minus R2 by R1. You are getting a gain, it is R2 by R1. If I take the magnitude only, that means in high pass you are getting gain, so it is a high pass filter. That is okay. That means either option B or D, either of these two. Now they are asking 3 dB cutoff frequency. 3 dB cutoff frequency, I told you in the circuit analysis, I guess. What is 3 dB cutoff frequency? Means your half power frequency. 3 dB means 20 log 1 by root 2. If you do, that is 3 dB. So if you see the bandwidth, here it will be something of this fashion, because it is high pass. So somewhere it will come to half power. This is full power, this is half power, they say. So what is half power? Because here we are talking about V, so power is equal to V square by R. So if you need to get half power, then it will be V by root 2 whole square into 1 by R. So it will be now V square by R by 2. You can see now 2 will come. So it is V by root 2. So here the gain, it is the total gain, and this gain should be 1 by root 2 times of that gain. That is the idea. Suppose this is my gain A. So here gain should be A by root 2. So that my voltage becomes reduced by root 2. So that power reduces half. That is the idea of 3 dB. That is half power frequency, you see. So what is the gain here? Normal, high. What is the highest gain? Highest gain, you see, omega equal to infinity if you put, because it is high pass. The highest gain at R2 by R1. So this is my highest gain, and at a particular frequency omega, I need to have root 2 times. That is the FDB frequency. So if I take that one now, R2, I am now only considered about magnitude. So that's why I am not writing this one. And this is 1 by, suppose j omega, here for minus, so 1 by j, it will be minus j by omega c. So both this magnitude and this should be 1 by root 2 times of this one. At what frequency? At what frequency this gain should come? Final gain is this one, that is R2 by R1, and it should be 1 by root 2 times of the final gain. If you do it, R2 will get cancelled, and now what will be this one? It will be 1 by root 2. If I divide by R1, then R1 will also go, then it will be 1 plus 1 minus j by omega R1c. If you take magnitude, root 2 times should be equal to this magnitude. You can see what is the magnitude of this one, under root 1 square plus omega square R1 square c square. If you take 2 minus 1, so you can now do it. 2 minus 1 would be equal to omega square R square c square R1 square, or omega equal to 1 by R1c. So this is this much radian per second. They have given frequency, but the unit is radian per second, that is omega only. So that means it is option B. So it is a high pass, and this is the cutoff frequency. Now you know what is the cutoff frequency. 3 dB cutoff is nothing but half power frequency, where the gain will be equal to 1 by root 2 times. If it is voltage, then it is V by root 2. If it is current, then it is I by root 2. Because in that case only your power becomes power by 2. Half power will come. Next, if you come to question number 88, what they are asking here, the circuit shown below in the op-amp is ideal, then the voltage in output. So again what you will do, we will remove this one and we will see here what can we do. So what we will do, because no current can flow this is 1, so this is 1, so this is 1. So you can take again nodal. So 1 minus, this is 1, this is 1, no current flows through this because it is infinite resistance. So this is 1, this is also 1, we know, because it is a standard negative feedback. So this is 1 volt. So what will be nodal? 1 minus minus 2 divided by 1k plus 1 minus, suppose this is my V01 divided by 1k, that should be equal to 0. So you can find your V01 is equal to 4 volt. Okay, once you got this one, now you can calculate this one. Now you can calculate this one. How? Again it is a negative feedback. So what you can do here, so this voltage and this voltage should be equal. So this is your V01, so you can apply again V01 here. So this is my V01. Now you can see also, because this is V01 and this is just half of V0 by 2. V out, you can see it is voltage division this by this. This is a circuit. So V1 is half of this one. You can directly do, or you can apply nodal also, or you can directly write V0 equal to V out by 2. That means your V out will be equal to 8. Suppose you are not getting this one, so you apply nodal. So this minus 0 by this minus this by 1k. Then you will find it is just half. In the circuit shown below, what is the output voltage V out in the silicon transistor Q, and an ideal op-amp are used. Okay. Now if I start with, I have given 5, and this is a standard negative feedback. So here it is 0, so it should be 0. You can think of that way. Okay. Now let us, if I go that way, and let me think transistor, because it is 0. Initially I am thinking nothing is coming, so it is 0 base. So it is no. It is not getting no voltage, so it is not on now. Let me think it is off now. Okay, Q is off now because no power in the base. Okay, it is off. Now what is coming here, if in this condition, if it is off, if I think this is off, then obviously it is no feedback is there, so it is an comparator. So obviously this is 5, this is 0, so it will go to negative saturation. Okay, if this is minus 12, now you think. Now if this is minus 15, now if this comes at minus 15, now this junction is forward biased. How? Because this is minus 15, this is 0, so this junction is forward because it is NPN. So P is getting higher potential than N, so it is forward. Now you see this junction. So what I thought it is off till now. Okay, if it is off, then it is plus 5 is here, plus 5, then 0. So this is reverse bias. So obviously my transistor is in now active region. Active region means it is forward, it is on now. So once this on, now this is a negative feedback. Once this on, now this is a negative. So this potential should be now equal. Okay, this potential should be now equal. So okay, now this is not a comparator, so obviously now it will not be at minus. We'll take nodal here, 0. 0 minus 5 by 1, 0 minus V0 by, nothing is there. You don't know the resistance here. Okay, so that's why you cannot put KC nodal here. Okay, but you know it is a feedback, it is a switch something. Okay, now you need to find this voltage. What will be this voltage? This to ground. Now you see this to ground, already you has a path because it is PN junction, so obviously there will be drop. And what will be this drop? This drop will be plus minus 0.7. So from here, if you see ground, it is minus 0.7. Because the transistor is on, that's why it is minus 0.7. That is your option B. So initially I thought it started with it is off, then I saw no, it is on. Because it is on, now this voltage from here to, I cannot take KCL here because I don't know the resistance in this path. So what I will do, but I know from here to ground voltage what it is. Here to ground it is 0.7 because it became on, so that's why it is minus 0.7. Now if you see question number 90, So 90 we have to step by step we have to do, because two output we have to bring out here. Suppose it is V01 I am considering, and this is V02, and then we will start. Okay. So you have to take KCL. Where we have to take, because it is negative feedback, so it will be V2. Because it is negative feedback, so it will be V1. So we have to take nodal here, nodal here. So we will take nodal here, then we will find this voltage. This is half of this one. We will find nodal here, then we will find V0. Okay. So if I start if first nodal here, so what will be the nodal? V2 minus V01 divided by R plus V2 minus V1 by 2R will give me 0. This current plus this current is equal to 0. No current is flowing through this. So if you solve this one, I am directly writing 3V2 minus V1 will giving you 2V01. That is suppose my equation 1. Okay. Next I will take again nodal here. What will be the nodal here? V1 minus V2 by 2R plus V1 minus V02 by R, that is equal to 0, which will give you 3V1 minus V2. So let us keep it like that. Okay. Now what is the voltage here? Suppose this voltage I have given name A, this voltage suppose I have given name B. So what will be VA? You can take nodal here, but again no node. You can see V02 is divided into two parts, R. So this voltage will be half of V02. So VA is equal to, or you can take nodal here, then also you can find this minus this by 2, this VA minus this by R, VA minus 0 by R. So your VA will be equal to V0 by 2. And for here, because here we cannot directly write, so here we will take nodal. So because this is A and it is negative feedback, so this will be also A, no need to write B. So outgoing current VA minus V01 divided by R plus VA minus V0 by R, that is equal to 0. So from here if you do, you will find V0. If I put VA is equal to V0 by 2, final expression you will get V0 equal to V02 minus V01. So if you put V0 to V01, then you will get the expression between V1 V2. So what is V02? 3V1 minus V2 by 2. And what is V01? 3V2 minus V1 divided by 2. So if you do it, you will find final expression V0 equal to 2V1 minus V2. That is your option. If you like the video, then press the like button and please give your valuable comments in the comment section.